Great stories come out of that school, boy.
Residential school survivors Rick Daniels and his friends are helping each other heal. He thinks the federal government and the Catholic Church haven't done their part.
The power that the Catholic Church has, I believe, has a lot to play with what the government is doing. You know, regardless of how the residential school survivors have suffered, gone through trauma, and nowadays with the recovery of these bodies in residential schools.
In 2005, Catholic Church officials had made compensation promises totaling $79 million, but by 2015, millions remained unpaid. In July of that year, a Saskatchewan judge allowed the church to pay less than $2 million and walk away. A month later, the federal government appealed. In November, Jody Wilson-Raybould became Canada's first Indigenous Justice Minister. 6 days later, the government abandoned their appeal. No reasons were given, and the case was closed. Wilson-Raybould declined a CBC News interview request, but this week, a source with direct knowledge of the situation told CBC News Wilson-Raybould wasn't consulted on the case. He wasn't involved in the decision, but in an email, former Privy Councillor Michael Wernick says that the file may not have seemed significant enough to consult the new minister. But this former Justice Department lawyer says it appears to him that the new minister was left out deliberately.
It's shocking to me. It shows contempt for an Indigenous Minister of Justice, and that they really didn't care about the Indian residential school survivors.
No one in the Department of Justice or Crown Indigenous Relations responded to interview requests. Last month, Catholic bishops issued an apology and promised a new 5-year, $30 million fundraising campaign. As for Rick Daniels, he says he'll believe it when he sees it. Jason Warwick, CBC News, Saskatoon.
Yeah.